everyone! Today we are doing a much requested video, which is a full stable tour. Yeah, just a bit of info. It is set on 250 hectares. We have around 150 staff in total, which is, yeah, everything from gardening to staff helping with the polo fields, to grooms, to arena helpers, and yeah, we're very fortunate to be able to host a lot of disciplines here, from eventing to show jumping to dressage to endurance and of course polo. The club opened in 2005, which it started with the polo, and equestrian then came after that. Yeah, I'm gonna jump on my electric scooter now, as it is so huge. If I'm not on my horse, I have to be driving around with the electric scooter. So yeah, let's go.
I go anywhere with you, 'cause you fill my mind, or you fill my mind. We could build a dream, start up something new. Let the old be dead, let the shadows leave my head. And the world is on your shoulders and you feel like falling over, just come a little closer. I'll be there for you, I'll be there for you. 'Cause when we are together, I know you feel the tension. Just let me in your head so I can be there for you.
Alright, I now decided to change to Karumba to do a stable tour practically on horse. As like I said, everything is so huge here, it would be impossible to walk. We are now located on our main polo field, Polo Field 1, the first one of our 3 international standard polo fields. This is where all major events happen, and right next to it we have the incredible Chukka bar, which we are gonna go see now. Let's go!
So I can be there for you, there for you. The night is young, won't you sing for me? Won't you sing for me till we fall asleep? The night is young, won't you sing for me? Won't you sing for me till we fall asleep? The night is young, won't you sing for me? Won't you sing for me?
We're now at the clubhouse, in front of our main polo field number 1, also known as the Chukka bar. This is where we have our restaurant, our merchandise shop, and the best part, the 20-meter long saltwater pool with direct sights onto the polo field, meaning you can literally take a swim while watching the polo games or show jumping events.
The night is young, won't you sing for me? Won't you sing for me till we fall asleep? The night is young, won't you sing for me?
Behind me, we have the stick and ball field, which is used for training sessions to learn your first polo steps and your first sessions into polo. I also love filming here for Instagram, doing some bareback. And over here, we have the gallop track around the stick and ball field. It's a gallop track for us equestrians, but for the polo section, it is used for condition training for the polo horses, which, yeah, they go to every morning and evening to do their 20-minute workout.
I could stay awake till the night is through with you by my side.
We are now on Polo Field 2. This is quite the special polo field, actually. It is the favorite one of most polo players, of us equestrians. I actually had my first tackless, well, neck rope ride on Karumba here, so this is also a very special place for me. And yeah, this is where all the endurance competitions are held. Well, this is the starting and the finish line. This is where a lot of sport events happen, so it is often rented for baseball, cricket, football competitions. And yeah, in the polo season, this is of course the polo field which is most played on for Chukka training sessions. And here we have clubhouse number 2, the second one of our 3 clubhouses. It doesn't have the same facilities as our main clubhouse. It doesn't have the pool or the restaurant, but it still has the toilets and everything you need. But yeah, this is where the sport events often also rent it together with the field, so they can have their barbecues and everything together with their tournament. It's also one of the favorite fields because of the incredible skyline behind me. The sun also sets here, so the golden hour, the purpley sunsets and everything happen right here. So it is just, I mean, incredible, right?
With you by my side. Though we've only met, let me dive into your ocean with my heart open. When the world is on your shoulders and you feel like falling over, just come a little closer. I'll be there for you, I'll be there for you. 'Cause when we are together, I know you feel the tension. Just let me in your head so I can be there for you, there for you. The night is young, won't you sing for me? Won't you sing for me till we fall asleep? The night is young.
Okay, we are now at the paddocks. We have around 25 to 35 paddocks. I've actually never counted. I need to do that. The horses here are put out early morning until around 10 a.m., which after that they go into their stables to rest between 12 and 3. Anyway, the stables are very quiet between that time, so all horses usually sleep and take naps. And then they go out again in the afternoon from 3, 4 until around 5. Karumba knows this very well, as you can see. She's already jogging to her paddock. So Karumba and Jumanji, they go out to the paddocks alone, so they're in singular paddocks. But the ponies over here, you can see, they all always go out in herds. So usually 3 to 4 ponies in one. And yeah, oh, you can see there's a... Never come to the stable without an adventure, right? Yeah, so that's pretty much it about the paddocks. All right, let's have a look at the 3 barns / stables, which are right here. Whoop, this way. All right. Here we have our temporary stable right over here. Can you film it?
So beautiful.
Here we can stable 44 horses. This was just built up around 3 weeks ago, as we have a very busy competition schedule now. The next 3 to 4 competitions are all here, major events, so we have them set up for extra room for the horses. Okay, this is the closest barn to the paddocks. This is Equestrian 3, we call it. It has 22 stabling options, I believe. And yes, it is often used for competitions as well. We have some lesson horses in here, but when there's competition, we bring them all out to the polo stables up, and the horses from the competition are allowed to stay in here. All right, I'm now in between Equestrian 2 and 1. Equestrian 1, Equestrian 2 is where we stable all our ponies, our lesson horses. The window, which you can see here, is kind of like the common room where us equestrians can stay. The 4 windows, which you can see, the first 2 are from the feed room, and the second 2 are from the tack room. If we then pan over to here, we have our stable. The first 2 boxes you can see are Jumanji and Karumba. In this stable, we have 20 boxes, 10 on one side and 10 on the other side. We have the showering options here between Equestrian 1 and 2. And we also have another showering place, which I can show you now. It's at the back of Equestrian 1. Yeah, boy. All right. Yes, so here is the other side of Equestrian 1. Here we have more showering options, and we even have some paddocks, which we never use them. We always put them out to the far paddocks with the grass on them. We also have, which I completely forgot to mention, quarantine stables here. So if we import any horses, then it's no problem, because we have the quarantine stables right here together with our vet. So yeah, And here we have the most important board, our detailed riding board. Well, actually, no, we put everything on there. So here you can see Jumanji and Karamba. Yesterday I was riding Jumanji at 9. We really just put everything on here, from riding to if we're gonna lunge, when they should go out to the paddock, farrier appointments, and vet appointments. So this is really the go-to board.
Sing for me, won't you sing for me till we fall asleep? The night is young.
All right, here we have our 2 round pens, which we use to lunge the horses, and I do a lot of liberty with Jumanji, and the one on the left here, that is our closed one. On the right, we have our, well, semi-open one. It's only bushes surrounding the round pen, so we can't free lunge or anything. The left one is definitely my favorite.
We do it on repeat.
Here we have 2 of our lakes. Only a few of them actually. We have many lakes here in our stable, which is very fortunate for us as we have water all year round, pretty much guaranteed. So we use this water for showering the horses, for the water they drink, and yeah, for watering all the arenas. So it really is useful to have it, especially in the dry season here, which is a few weeks long. So we couldn't do it without all the lake systems here. We are now going to have a look at the arenas. We have the jumping arena here on the left, our indoor arena in the middle, and our dressage on the right. We will have a better look at it now. Vamos, Carambi. Okay, we are now here at our jumping arena. Probably my favorite one of all. The sunsets here are just incredible when the sky is all golden and purple. It really is beautiful. Yeah, here we have our competition jump set up, which we use to train for upcoming competitions, the next one being in 2.5 weeks. And yeah, above we have our indoor arena, which, as you can see, was built in 2014. We have the palm trees next to it for, yeah, giving the real Thailand feel. And it is surrounded by the mosquito nets, which, yeah, prevent all the flies from coming in, but it's still so breathable. It's amazing to ride in. It's very cool inside. On the right to the indoor arena, we have our dressage arena, which we're gonna go see now. Let's go, Carambi. No work today, lucky you. Here we have our indoor arena, and to the right of it we have our dressage arena right here. Usually we have the dressage grid set up, but it was taken down for the competition now. I usually never ride here because I do all my flat work in the indoor arena and the jumping arena, but yeah, for all our dressage riders, this is the go-to place. To the left here, we have our clubhouse number 3. It's also one of the standard ones, so it just has toilets and everything. It's placed in between of Polo Field 3 and our competition arenas. So you can go up the stairs to have a better look at the polo games happening here. And to the right, we have our competition arena. In the middle of the two, we have the judge house, and over there is a little bit like a mini equestrian house. We have more toilets at the bottom, and at the top we often have the DJ playing for us. And yes, at the very back we have our warm-up arena connected right to the competition arena. Now if we just pan to the left over here, we have the polo field number 3. probably, all right, I said number 2 was my favorite, but this might be my favorite one. I love to do my hill work with the horses here. As you can see, it's built on a slight hill, so I love to use it for, yeah, getting them to work over their back, over their hind. Caramba loves this place especially. We usually trot between 5 to 15 minutes up and down, and then I gallop them once around the whole field. You've probably seen it on my Instagram. And yeah, this is where a lot of the training sessions also happen, so also stick and ball. And yeah, it's very busy in the polo season, not as busy in the off season. I usually have it for myself, which I can't really complain, right? And yeah, also here is where the cross country often happens when we have eventing competitions. Part of the eventing track is always here. We also have the endurance, which they always ride through here. Just a small section of it, of course, but it's always very cool for the people to see. And yeah, at the back, we have all the trail riding options, so we can really ride all the way up into the mountains. It is literally a dream come true for every rider and horse here. You can really just do a small loop after your intense training round, or you can do a full-on 2 to 3 hour trail. It's really up to you. You can always see something new, and yeah, that's why it's so perfect for us to host the endurance competitions here. All right, I'm gonna say goodbye here and see you in part 2, where we're gonna take a closer look at the polo section above, where we'll see our hospital, our polo section and barns, and even our farrier. So I'll see you then.